Hey dudes and chicks, and neither of those rules don't apply to you. Welcome to Making for Last Time. My name is Katie. Today, I'm going to be popping this palette's cherry. It's the, actually, I don't know. I think it's called P. Louise is Cancelled right there. It's the P. Louise is Cancelled palette by P. Louise. And the color story looks like, the packaging is magnificent, and honestly, I'm not going to really read you any of the things that it says, because if you get this palette, I don't want to ruin it for you. I want you guys to be able to be surprised by it. But this is what the color story looks like, and I actually bought it for work. So I was wondering, what I want to know is this palette going to make me... Am I going to have the best fucking makeup palette in Missoula to do wedding makeup and shit? So that's the question I'm asking. I am going to do a little bit of comparison with the Jaclyn Hill Morphe, the original Jaclyn Hill palette. And so if you guys are interested in seeing how I got this look, or how these shadows perform, or my final thoughts on those questions I just posed, or if you just like to watch, then hang out. I ordered this with the plans of this, like, changing my makeup kit, like me having the best makeup kit in Missoula. I still wanted to see if this was going to be like the kit that, like, is a game changer. So I'm going to start with a VOLDEMORPHE M506 because it's the only way. Yeah, and I'm going to go into the color Mistakes. I'm going to use the warm section. So this is honestly not necessarily the section I would use at a job. But maybe. Almost every job I've ever done, people say, I go, do you want browns or pink? Brown or pink? And they always go brown. I grabbed my orange. This is like one of the only orange things I have. So if you're worried about me wearing tie-dye, there's actually a story behind it. And I'm just basically like packing this in the outer V and dragging it into the corner or into my crease, just above my crease. I'm not going to go too crazy. I'm just going to leave the shadow in the crease. See, you can see it's just barely. And then I'm going to use another VOLDEMORPHE M506, and I'm going to go into the color. Yeah, I'm going into hashtag. So the point of this palette was basically that P. Louise talking about the cancel culture and how basically people can work, they can like bust their asses for their whole lives, you know, to make their dreams come true. And then one wrong move and it could be destroyed, and it could be, you never know what it's going to be. Now, everybody well, not everybody, but the people who had this palette on their new makeup releases talked about how the reason why she put this palette out was because of, it's actually ironic how on point what people had to say about this palette was, and directly in alignment with what the point of this palette is that people will just like do all this shit to like smash you down, and we all know that. We all know that. So anyway, basically, like, some of the things that it says on this palette, like some of the quotes from like some of her like experiences or whatever, are fucking terrible, dude. Like quotes from people that people have said on her like Instagram posts or like shit like that. And honestly, look at that. I didn't even touch it. It just blent itself. Of course it did. P. Louise doesn't fuck around. P. Louise shadows are so fucking high quality. Like, look. Like nothing. They're just like perfect. Everything's perfect. And then I'm going to go into the color Report. And I'm going to use that to blend out the outer edge. The outer rim. With my ZOEVA 227. Basically things it says, the P. Louise trend needs to be stopped. Or like, another one says, found this on P. Louise's website, just so many things wrong here. And then another one says, to say she is a makeup artist kills me. Shit like that. She's had so much surgery. Her under eye is awful. Like, and honestly, like, we all know that's the shit that people say. But I just feel like I wanted to talk about the fact that I don't feel like her message of this was at all what got talked about online, because she was involved and she went to a Drake show and she was said the N-word at the Drake concert singing the lyrics. And then in her own defense, she was like, I have all these black friends. And so then it obviously, like, that's not the way that you defend that. You just say, okay, and like learn from it, right? I feel like, you know, the Shanghai release, the owner of Nomad Cosmetics was very graceful in that whole debacle, like just the way she handled it. And so what I see is not that, I just don't think she knew, you know what I mean? I think that there's a lot of things coming to light that people don't know, right? And now we're all like learning. And so basically, like, she said the wrong thing and then like came back and was like, okay, I said the wrong thing. I'm an idiot. I apologize. And like, can't like we just move on from that? I don't know, like, can't we? Like, when somebody's actually truly sorry and they like change their behavior and they like try to do better, like, can't we just like let that shit go? Or do we have to like literally like smash her fucking launch, you know, even if it doesn't have anything to do with that? Like, you know, you build 1,000 bridges and you suck one dick into the world. You're not a bridge builder, you're a cocksucker. So I don't know. It would, if that was the case, and there is no redemption for anybody when they make a mistake and they legitimately apologize and then change the behavior, then what's the point in fucking changing, right? Like, we all have to work together to make these changes, especially when it comes to systemic problems like racism. We have to work together, you know what I mean? Like, we can't like work against each other. And so, I don't know, like, I just feel like it was kind of bullshit what everybody said about this launch, but who am I? What do I know? I think P. Louise is a good egg. And I think she made a mistake and she like worked and did what she needed to do to correct it. So. And it's cool because she's an educator. She's a makeup educator. And really, like, for people to say, like, oh, to say that P. Louise is a makeup artist just kills me. I feel like the P. Louise style is taking the nation by storm. And it's actually, like, changing the face of makeup. Now, I might lack information. Like, I might be misinformed about who started this trend, like the Stacey Marie and the Mitchell trend, but I don't think so. I think it kind of started there. So, yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about how, like, you know, I think that she carries a message of like making your dreams come true and like getting shit done and like sticking shit out and like doing the work. She's really kind of going in a direction now. Look at that. That's fucking beautiful. She's really going in a direction now where she's got those I'm a goal getter journals and I don't know, the Carrie one, it's not the big journal. The journal's like over 1,000 pages long. I was gonna get it, but I feel like I really already have like quite a bit. I carry quite a bit of knowledge in that regard, so I felt like I didn't need to buy the journal. I might still buy it eventually. I mean, you can never do too much writing about your goals. The number one way to like make your dreams come true is to like write them and visualize them. So like literally any time spent writing out your goals or visualizing your goals is time well spent toward achieving your goals. So you can never spend too much time or money on goal achievement, period. So, why did I do that? It doesn't matter. Look at that. Oh, I look like a sunflower. Nice. This is beautiful. So yeah, anyway, I don't think it would be a waste of my money to do that. I just didn't feel like it was an effective way for me to spend my money right now. I have several planners and I'm all about that life, dude. So I just think it's super cool that she is too. And she's like really about like bolstering people and like helping them. Like she's kind of like going in like a motivational coach direction on her website, you know what I mean, in her business. Like that's kind of the direction she's going in, and she's not like moving away from makeup or anything, but she's just like making it known that that's like really something that she values. So I don't know that much about anything. Like I'm not as well informed, I guess, as other people are. So I guess I could I please shut the fuck up now? But I don't feel like these shimmers are going to be as high impact as what I'm used to, but maybe they will. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm placing NYX Glitter Primer. And then my Jessup 234. I'm going to go into the color Headlines. You guys know P. Louise palettes are stupid big. And I'm just going to start placing this. Ooh, that's much prettier than I thought it was going to be. Because when you do makeup for like weddings and shit, normally like in Montana, you ain't doing nothing really that special or like intricate or detailed. Like it's not anything really. It's nothing actually. I'm gonna go into that middle color Hashtag, and I'm just gonna kind of, and then with my other VOLDEMORPHE M506, I'm going into Mistakes. And pretty. And then pulling that, just patting this. Nice. Beauty. Okay, and then what? Oh, I'm going to use my Jessup 230 pencil brush, and I'm going to go into the color Public. And I'm going to use that for my inner corner highlight. Well, I will say right now, I'm not going to have any problems doing people's makeup, and I could probably actually use my P. Louise primer. I rarely use my P. Louise primer on the job because I get nervous that it's not going to blend that well. I'm actually going to go in with my ME2, my Made by Mitchell ME2, and I'm going to go into the color Fabrication. Little tiny bit. One more little dab. Much better. Little tiny bit. I'm just going to kind of blend this. No additional product. Again, no additional product. Okay, I'm gonna go finish the rest of my face and I'll be back when I'm done. So this is the manifesto, the pièce de résistance. I used my Rouge and Rogue Eye Wigs in Slayer. I used my Urban Decay 24/7 gel liner in Torch on my waterline. And then I used my Melt Bullet lipstick in Mum. Looks like that. I'm gonna say, like, I literally, like, these shadows blend like a dream. Like, I will literally have no problems whatsoever taking them on a job with me. They seem very trustworthy, and like, no shadow is gonna give me any shit in a moment where I don't have the time for a shadow to give me any shit. However, I've been on the lookout for a palette that would replace my original Jaclyn Hill palette on the job while I'm working. And so I thought that this might be it, just because of these warm tones right here. And then this yellow color right here I thought would replace Creamsicle. But I feel like color story wise, this palette doesn't necessarily replace it. So I'm going to show you the colors that I'm talking about. This is Creamsicle right here. And then this is Buns right here. And I feel like it's kind of missing those more, they're like midsy tone browns. So like this feels super cool. And it's not, there's no, I mean, that might replace Buns, but here, let's check. Fiction on my middle finger, yeah, and Buns on my ring finger. So they're close, it's close. I just would really like to find a palette that could replace this Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm just having a hard time doing that. So I don't think this has done it. I do think that these shadows blend a little bit better than the Jaclyn Hill palette, but of course they do. P. Louise shadows blend like butter. There's just no, you can't, they're the best. They're not the best, but they're like in the top 5. So anyways, sorry if this video was kind of boring. I just wanted to film it, and I know a lot of you guys, a lot of the people that watch my channel love color, but I know that a lot of people love color and neutrals. So I don't love neutrals. I think this is like literally the most boring bullshit. Like I would never wear this at my wedding. If I could trick a guy into going out with me and marrying me again, I wouldn't wear this. So I wouldn't wear anything in this palette, but I do feel like this palette is like gonna be great to take on jobs. Is it a game changer for jobs? I don't know. I feel like I take the Carnival palettes with me, and those are game changers, and I don't necessarily feel like this is, but I will definitely be taking it on jobs with me. So anyways, yeah. Oh, also, I haven't used the baby pinks, and so the baby pinks were really what made me think it was going to be different. So it was really this section over here that it seems like it has something that I didn't try today in this look, and also something different than what I have in the palettes that I normally take to jobs. So that's where it's really going to sing for me, and so I don't really know, because I literally can't even imagine wearing a color that light. So anyways. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, because you can't wait to see what happens next. Hit the like button if you like this look, or if you just like my sparkling personality and my boyish charm, and hang out with me in the comments because I fucking love it. Also, if you guys got like midsies and you were like, man, that girl sure is pretty until she opens her fucking big mouth, then go follow me on Instagram. I don't talk as much on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for watching. You could have been anywhere, but you were here spending your precious, valuable time with me, and I totally appreciate you. Later.